here with the news at GL. Let's go to Matt with some news around the place.
All right, in New York City, there has been a murder. A police officer killed his own girlfriend and then committed suicide. There's unknown, the motive is unknown, and police are still trying to figure out where and why it happened. In Washington, a bill is at work right now in Senate concerning the discrimination of homosexuals at work. The homosexuals are saying that they cannot get a job that they want because of their sex preference. The Dow Jones closed yesterday at a new record of 7539.27. For the past couple of days, this has been a record-setting closing down there. Let's see. The trial concerning the Yokohama bombing, the lawyer of McVeigh is trying to prove that McVeigh is unhappy about the way government handled the affair that happened in Waco, Texas. He says the government used too much force, and that's why he committed the crime that he did. Let's see. In Taft High School in New York, a ceremony was held yesterday for Jonathan Levin, who was shot by a student. Jonathan Levin's family was a very rich family, but he decided to teach in New York High School, and one of the students shot him. People say that this is one of the best teachers they ever had. Amy Fisher is soon to be heard before the parole board. She spent 5 years already in jail for the shot, because she shot Miss Buttafuoco. Amy Fisher was having an affair with Mr. Buttafuoco, and now is soon to be heard before a parole board to see if she's available for parole. In Long Island, a huge recreational complex is planned to be built in the year 2000. It will cost $1 billion, and it's supposed to have basically room for any sport to be played down there. Now back to Aldo for the local news.
In local news, Mountainside, New Jersey just opened up a new police station right next to the Borough Hall. The new police station has a fitness room where the officers can work out and hopefully tighten up for the streets. New offices for a lot of the lieutenants and other officers. And the location is really convenient for Mountainside. It's right in the middle, and it's accessible to Route 22 right in front. Other local news, Echo Lake Park has been a controversial issue for a while on the pollutants in there. People have been dumping trash, and the lakes haven't been maintained in a while. And we have a video clip of that. And if you can just roll the tape. Right here you see on your television set all the disgusting particles that are floating in the water. A lot of people have been arguing with this and saying that it should be cleaned. And a lot of the walkways have been polluted by dumping of the animals that are living there, such as the geese and the swan. A lot of people like to come and walk and, have picnics or parties here at Echo Lake, but really with all this sludge and droppings, it's really kind of disgusting. A pair of elderly couples were there, and they quoted that it used to be a nice place to come and hang around when they were younger, but now a lot of people have been careless and been dumping trash all around the lake, so the beauty has really gone down. The boats that are be able to rent there have been in really bad condition for a while. I personally have been on those boats, and water leaks in through every which way of the boat. The rowboats are really unstable, and hopefully they'll get new ones. Fishing is a popular thing in Echo Lake. A lot of people go to fish there, and the fish really haven't been that well, even though they stock them, a lot of the chemicals and stuff that they put with the fish to keep them from dying on transportation have gotten into the lake and polluted it a little more. If you go, you can find almost any kind of trash there in the water or on the grass. There's a lot of cups and napkins and things. And now to Matt with the weather.
All right, let's go to the weather map here. Right now, down in Florida, there is a lot of flooding going on because they had a rain, 5 inches of rainfall down in a couple days. In the middle states, there is a lot of rain also, and flooding is a major problem down there. And also by California, there's on the western border is like rain also. Up in the eastern side is very hot, between 80s and 90s. There's a cold front right above, right on the border of Canada and the U.S., and that's going to move down. And in the next couple of days, we're going to be have cooler weather. But let's be honest here. We're from New Jersey. Who gives a whoop-de-doo about this? So we're going back to New Jersey here. Now, in New Jersey, it's hot, hot, hot. That's all I gotta say. No rain, nothing. Just basically no clouds, just hot. A couple days ahead of us, and Thursday, we're going to have dip down to like 80s for the highs because the cold front will move down. Friday, the same thing, 80 is a high, 60 is a low. And Saturday, same thing. Saturday morning, there's a chance of rain, but no big deal to worry about. We need it anyway, Now back to Aldo for more news.
In school sports, the Governor Livingston School has been undergoing on a construction for a new all-weather track field. Construction has still been going on. It's been going on since the last game of the football season last year. Questions have been raised if it's going to be finished or not, but only time can tell. Also, the Governor Livingston High School football team has lost 13 starters due to graduation. The football team is still strong, and hopefully they'll have a good season this year. GL finished with a 4-5 record last year after losing a close game to New Providence. This year's team looks to improve on last year's mark by opening new verses in New Providence on the newly erected Frey Field.
Ooh.
Also, All Passaic County softball team consists of many players from Passaic County. The starters are Laura Tino of Clifton. She's a junior. Corrine Reiser of West Milford, a freshman.
Oh, excuse me. You didn't say anything about the Yankees. What happened with the Yankees? They didn't play last night?
Yankees are no news in sports.
Oh. All right, forget it.
Well, now that we're on it, Yankees last night topped the White Sox, hanging them on the rack with a 12-1 victory. The New York Yankees, returning home from Baltimore, 9.5 games behind the division-leading Orioles, the Yankees have focused on any number of reasons for their predicament. Derek Jeter was good in last night's game. He came up with a couple of runs and helped out the team a lot. In other baseball news, the Marlins beat the Giants 9-0. The Blue Jays beat the Mariners 8-3. Orioles over Red Sox 7-2. Indians over Brewers 5-4. Reds over Pirates 8-5. Angels over Royals 6-2. Giants over Marlins 7-4. Orioles over Red Sox 4-2. Expos over Philadelphia 8-5. Tigers over the Athletics 6-4. Twins over the Rangers a whopping 10-1. Dodgers over the Astros 8-3. Also, the Governor Livingston football team had a fundraiser for buying the new 12th Highlander shirt. I purchased one myself.
Wow, look at that shirt. Turn it around. I like the back, too.
It's the 12th Highlander, 1997 Governor Livingston High School, Feel the Fury. And on the back, against all odds.
How much was that shirt? Do you remember?
This shirt was $10, and I don't know if you can get any more.
Oh, man, it's too late. Can't buy anymore.
Back to Matt with some more news.
All right. The National Transportation Safety Board asked 50 states today to make it illegal for a child under the age of 13 to ride in the front of the car. The recommendation was one of the several issued by the board at a public meeting on automobile safety. It is intended to protect children not only from the impact of crashes, but the fast deployment of the airbags. The airbags have killed 40 children in this decade because of rapidly deploying. The meeting was an effort by the board to address the effects of auto crashes, a problem that is described as far more serious in terms of lives lost. Let's see, what else I got here? Oh, the U.S. sold Stinger missiles to South Korea. It said today that it planned to sell 1,065 shoulder-fired Stinger anti-craft missiles and 213 launchers to South Korea for $307 million. The Pentagon told Congress that Seoul was seeking the Stingers for defense against attack from North Korea. The sale, expected to be completed without objection from Congress, will be the first transfer of weapons to the South. Stingers fired by a single soldier with the launcher, resting on a shoulder, find and attract aircraft or helicopters after launch. They are made by the Hugh Missile System Company, part of the General Motors Corporation. The United States has 37,000. The United States has 37,000 of its troops stationed in South Korea in a region that has remained one of the world's most tense since 1950 to 53 Korean War ended in a truce. Now, Aldo, give me the 411 on sports, please.
Okay, in basketball, the Utah Jazz tied up the final series up to 2-2, led by Karl Malone and John Stockton. Utah trailed 2-0 coming out of Chicago until Malone and Stockton turned it around when the series shifted to Salt Lake City. The most important game of the series is Wednesday night in Salt Lake City at 9 p.m. Eastern. In other baseball news, it took 63 games, but Major League Baseball has its first no-no of the season. Kevin Brown of Florida Marlins came within one hit batter of the 15th perfect game in Major League history. Brown did, however, come away with the first no-hitter of the 1997 season. Summing up sports, in Major League Soccer, the DC United are ahead in their division, followed by New England, Columbus, Tampa Bay, and the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars in last place. In the Western Conference, Kansas City is over Dallas, Colorado, San Jose, and Los Angeles. The Metro Stars play at Dallas on Sunday at 7, San Jose at Kansas City at 3, Colorado at Columbus at 5, and Tampa Bay at Los Angeles at 7:30. The roller hockey. Montreal is ahead of New Jersey, Orlando, Buffalo, Ottawa in the Eastern Conference. In the Western Conference, St. Louis tops Anaheim, Los Angeles, San Jose, and Sacramento. The U.S. Open hopes to come again with another breakthrough in tennis. Last year, outselling almost all their tennis matches, Steve Jones hopes to come back with another victory. But right now in the singles first round, Boris Becker is ahead of Nicholas Kiefer. And
Well, that's a good guy. I know that guy.
who?
Yeah, Nicholas. I went to school with him. I know the guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
He's from the Czech Republic.
Ah, old friend of mine.
And the doubles, Gustavo Curtin and Fernando Meligan of Brazil defeated David Rodney, Mexico, and Marcelo Charpentier of Argentina, 6-3 to 6-4. Matt, any other news?
I found another interesting article that surprised me. It'll be our last news here. The rising number of sport utility vehicles, minivans and pickup trucks on the roads, combined with their increasing weight, poses a growing danger to car occupants and pedestrians. In collisions between cars and light trucks, 80% of the fatalities are in the cars, the study found. Even though cars remain twice as common as light trucks, collisions involving cars and light trucks have been killing more Americans than collisions between cars since 1992. That's a very good study here I found. I think that's the end. I'm Matt Rowicki, and this is Aldo Hrechny.
Yeah, signing off for Berkeley Heights News.